All right. Got what we need. Got what we want. All is awesome. All is well. That opened up just fine. Good. I'm always afraid like my my design program's not. I'm always afraid my thing's not opening up properly. It's rather sad. It's quite sad indeed, actually. All right. Just need to finish this one last little thing here. And we're good to go on that front. I know I did about half of this one, so... Alright, so we did message in a bottle. So now we just gotta do Mushroom Galaxy. Alright. And then long ports, but we're changing that too. What's up, Brain? Good to see you. Welcome in. Thanks for being here today. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, then long port. Today is gonna be a day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Overall, not too bad. I feel pretty motivated today, honestly, if I'm being truthful. I'm blessed to have a moderately quiet week thus far. I've got 1 week before a very much well-desired and well-required vacation for me, myself, and I. So, yeah. feeling pretty good about that, honestly, today. So... But yeah, right now we're just currently in the process of trying to finish up this project here today for a client over in New Jersey. And then if I'm productive enough, we're gonna go right into working on the last 2 designs for our upcoming Texas project. And then we have a week. And then we're free. And honestly, I am so ready for... I'm ready for this upcoming vacation, man, because I've got some pretty big plans to try to get things all planned out and going, because, you know, I've been talking about it a lot, and the more I talk about it, the more it becomes real to me. So, yeah, it's going to be a very long, somewhat stressful 2 weeks, but we're gonna put our best foot forward. I'm gonna attend a Christmas party for my job, which will be kind of nice, and that'll be pretty good. That will be pretty dang nice. Better do everything a bit fatter for a holiday. You know, I don't even know like how to describe how I want my holiday to go. Like, for me, my holiday is gonna be active, but it's also I'm gonna be mostly like just thinking about life. You know, I'm gonna be kind of taking the new year and doing like a resolution for myself already to just like, you know, keep myself and my family position in life and overall just everything. So yeah, got a lot of stuff. Like angelic shark. But yeah, I'm excited for the holiday because I'm gonna be spending Christmas with my father, which I haven't done that in a good number of years, if I'm being honest. It's been a minute since I've spent a holiday with him and him alone. Cause like usually like in the past, like anytime I've had a holiday, it's always like, you know, it's 1 million people and it's a loud, obnoxious day, and you know, it's definitely a bit over the top sometimes, but no, I'm really excited about this. I'm excited to try to get after it, and it's gonna be good. I never joined a stream this fast though. Well, you know, I'm happy to have you here in the streams today, you know? That to me feels pretty dang good. I'm very appreciative of that. All right, and then 90, wait. Where'd I get 99 from? Hello? Huh. I don't know why. Apparently I did not understand that. I accidentally typed in the wrong location again. I'm like, oh god. I'm gonna need to double check the EST date on this guy because or on my other designs, because I accidentally did 99 on that last one, which I don't think that's an issue. All right, so then that one is good. We're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna modify this guy again. So do this 158, and then we're gonna adjust the line here to 151.5. Yeah. Well, the bot is a bit late, lol. Well, you know, the Streamlabs bot, the Stream Elements bot tends to, you know, take its time. You know, it's not always the most active, but you know, it's a bot at the end of the day. Doesn't need to be active. Does not need to be active. All right, so then that one's good to go there. I feel like this particular design project is like basically almost done. I'm not gonna lie, chat, there might be a chance that today might be like a short day in terms of like work to do, because I'm chilling tonight. Looks like everyone's doing something. And you know, it's also, we've only been live for like 5 minutes, so some people come up, some people show up right when the stream starts, some people start towards like the 3/4 mark, and you know, I'll go live as long as I want to go live, and then whoever shows up, and it's like, hey, you know, good times. I've learned a lot more this year about, you know, just getting the stream and just, you know, putting my energy like I normally would regardless, because like I try my best not to let the attendance of the stream determine like how I'm gonna act or how I'm gonna be, you know, because like at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna have my own goals per stream, and I'll tell you guys what, yesterday was actually really cool. Yesterday's Silksong stream was really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of good opportunities to do something cool and epic and amazing, and yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I kind of got into Silksong yesterday. I was afraid I was gonna either not have a fun time with Silksong, or I was afraid I wasn't gonna get a lot of content, but yesterday was really good. We got a lot of shorts coming up. I have to do a lot of editing, chat, because one of my biggest things is I have to get ready for my 2-week vacation. And so fun fact, chat, too, I'm gonna be gone for a week attending some holiday stuff and birthday things, and then when I get back, I'm gonna have an entire week of super streams. So an entire week of like 5 to 6 hours worth of just streaming, gaming, content, and then of course I'm gonna try to earn some money on the side to try to, you know, put myself in a better position personally. But like I've got so much to do. I've got so many things, but in a way though, I'm really excited about it, because it's just, I'm just really excited to have this new goal that I've got going on right now, because I've got a lot of goals I'm trying to trying to get done this holiday season, and you know, hopefully I like, one of the biggest things for me, Chad, is like my goal this week is to re-look at my resume, and I need to see about getting a lot more. I haven't looked at my resume, Chad, in over 8 years. I have not had to think about a job in like over 8 years, man. Especially in terms of like, you know, trying to do things in my own personal job field. So it's gonna be cool. Gonna be great. Why is this not? There you go. What does the schedule command even do? I mean, try it. That's one of those where if you do it, you do it. You know, you will figure out the answer if you press it. All right, got Longport, New Jersey. My cat's just like constantly just doing laps around me. Over here, like trying to, I think she's trying to like get in towards the windowsill again. But she's learned to like really enjoy like peering into the windows. Which I mean, it's kind of good because like I don't have a lot of things for my cats to do because cat toys are annoying to deal with. And also like I hate buying cat toys because I don't like buying them because I know she's not gonna like play with it for that much. And I'm also like I'm not the most attentive owner, I feel like, personally. Like I'll mess with my animals here and there, but I'm not like 20 minutes of the day wiggling a stick around to get my animals all hyped up and zoomied. Like my cats and my animals all have their own places and spots to do what they do. My wife is better about that. My wife is better about giving them the zoomies. I, however, am not. I am not very good at that. All right, so we're kind of getting through this thing relatively well. All in all, not the worst situation here. And then Longport. All right. All right, and then we're gonna grab that guy. Put you, give or take, like right there. All right, look at that, easy. Easy, beautiful, fantastic. All right, and then we'll put that in the relative center. All right, and then overall, not seeing too many issues here. Probably do it like that. And then we'll slap in the middle. Done. Cool. I had to kind of like take a second here on that one, but I think we got it. Mathematically, it should be centered. But now a matter of, is it visually centered? Because there is a difference, chat. There is a difference between mathematical centered and visual centered. See, mathematically it was centered, but visually it was off. Which is why we always check. Which is why we always gotta do the box check. Or else it's not gonna have a good time. All right, and then we've got the retro wave pin, 23094, and then Longport. You know, it's kind of funny too. Like, I'm also like technically an hour early for normal stream time, because like normally, chat, I'm not streaming for at least another hour. But like honestly, due to my project which I'm working on right now, due to this thing being due, I had to be like, okay, I gotta. Oh, that's the wrong one. I had to kind of go live a little bit earlier, so that's also another reason why I don't think anyone's here yet, is because I'm too damn early. But also, December's such a hard time. Like, this is such a hard time in general to try to go live on, because one, it's holiday season, and December is always just canonically known for just being like some of the worst holiday times for people to try to do streams on, because one, you're either traveling for the holiday, two, seasonal depression has you preventively not wanting to attend live streams, and also it's just, you know, time of the year, people are too damn busy, and I understand that on a personal level. You know, I've had some like weird, this has been a like weird month for me as well. I wasn't expecting me to have so many like weird times, you know. You're lagging here and there? Am I? Shouldn't be. Am I? Might have had a momentary lag spike. I might have had a momentary lag spike, but I do believe we're okay. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna do the wiggle test here. Wiggle. It looks like we're fine. I think there was just a lag spike that might have happened earlier, which is fine. Which is good, which is good, which is good. All right. Epic. Cool. You know, I really like, one of the biggest things I wish I learned how I could learn how to do better is like, I learned how to I need to learn how to be better on Twitch. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like I never learn anything on Twitch this side, which is really unfortunate, especially because like I wanna enjoy the feeling of, I don't know, I want to enjoy more stuff on more platforms, and like I feel like I need to learn how to do better on Twitch still. Like, oddly enough, like, I don't know, for some reason like my brain just doesn't see the idea of like my brain does not see the answer. It doesn't see the path that I could go to. And it kind of sucks. All right. Long port. All right, now this one, I think I might be able to do something about this guy here. I mean, kinda. Yeah. Oh, I don't really like how big that is, though. I guess like we'll do long port NJ again, just to kind of keep it consistent with the other items, because I thought I could do it in one, but like, I don't know. Like, long port could definitely get away with it. Long port could definitely get away with like a two-liner, but honestly, I've already done one-liners for everything else, so we'll see about we'll see how this is said here. I don't know. I think like this would work because it just takes the space properly. All right, and then we'll go like right about there, I think. Let's see, how is that visually? Visually, it looks okay. I do need to make sure it is at least visually centered, because, you know, gotta do the checkerinos, you know? Gotta check up on the things, because otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. You know, I had like a really weird intrusive thought the other day. I had like a weird thought that like one day my boss is just gonna say, oh yeah, I've known about your you streaming the job for years now. And it's like, cool. Because like, fun fact, like my job doesn't really know that I stream, I think. And you know, what's kind of wild about it is what's kind of interesting about it is like for years, chat, I've never been able to determine if whether or not it's good or bad that I've been streaming my job in quote unquote secret. Cause like the thing about my job, chat, is like my job is a sticker company. We're trying to showcase our designs to as many people as physically possible, right? But like there's almost like no point in not, like there's no reason to not show it, you know? Cause like to me, in my visual justification is like, oh, the more I show our artwork, the more people can, you know, think about finding our stuff. And I think that's like for the most part is fair, but like, I don't know, because I don't even know if I've ever really had any designs that were secretly under an NDA, you know, because like there are some projects that are out there that are probably protected under an NDA. But because I'm also such a small content creator, like I don't think me live streaming my design work is ever really in question. I don't know. It's one of those like really funky ones, you know? I'm like, and like what I meant, but the point of that story was like, I'm waiting. My intrusive thought the other day was like saying, "Oh, well, you broke a lot of contracts for us because of your streaming thing," and it's like, "Oh, damn, that's crazy." Did you know rubber is made out of rubber? Technically, no. Rubber is a compound made of other stuff. Move, cat. Come on, out of here. Like rubber has to be made and synthesized. Rubber's just a naturally occurring substance in the world, if you know what I mean. All right, and then we've got dog. I hear dog. Yeah. Doggo heard a thing outside that was louder than normal, so he got all uppity about it. But yeah, no, I think like what's been like bugging me lately too, Chaz, like I don't know what the heck. Like I really want to find a way to make sure I can actually enjoy the entirety of my vacation, because it's paid too. But like, starting the year off with a new walk on life is kind of scary. Trying to figure out what the hell I want to do here. I got kind of zoned out for a second there. My apologies, chat. What you reading? Oh, it's just a project request on my other monitor. Kind of just like read and make sure that I'm following the requested instructions for this particular design. So it's like, okay, I can do that. All right, and then we've got Sunshine Seagull with the French fry in there. All right, and then with this one, I don't. Oh, that's not great. Well, for one thing, this is like hella not centered. What the hell? Why are we like this? So much not brightness. What the hell? All right, let's go ahead and here go view guides clear. What in God's name happened here? Okay, so you're centered for the most part. However, you're centered, but you're not at the same time, which is kind of silly at the end of the day. And then on top of that too, you look like crap with all those freaking dots. Ugh. I don't like it. And then on top of that too, like you are way too far over here. Like the end's really all over the place in terms of the general distance. Okay, fine. We're gonna bit because apparently I can't. Not gonna win on that front. Actually, I just realized, are the dots not centered? Nope, they are. It's the T. The T for some reason is throwing me off on that front, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Although I might be able to scooch. Might be able to kind of maybe rectify that problem. I don't like the space. I don't like the spacing in that because like it just doesn't feel right, you know? And it's hard to like explain a feeling when it comes to like graphical okayness. Like Longport 1898 and then Jersey. Yeah, I think that's kind of the shtick I'm kind of gonna aim for here. Like I said, I thought I could make it bigger, but I just didn't like the look of it being bigger and all that, so yeah, we're gonna let that one kind of cook for a second and see what happens. Hopefully it's not gonna get me in trouble. I mean, I don't think it would get me in trouble, but you know, I'm paranoid. That's like the one thing, like I think it's like another reason why I want to like get a new job is like I'm tired of just feeling so utterly paranoid about everything that I do, even though I have so many years at this job, you know? Like I still get hit sometimes with like not even reprimands, just like unnecessarily lengthy lectures about things that could have been summarized in five words or less. Like, hey, please try again. You know, like just simplistic and like easier words, you know. It doesn't need to be a whole lecture. I don't know. I think I need a new place. I need a new environment. You know, I've already done half of my new environment already, so yeah, there's a lot of bits and bobs about it that I'm just going through mentally, I guess. I don't know why it's like living in my head rent free right now, but like so much stuff. Why are you sleeping there, cat? My cat's currently trying to sleep standing up. I can get this over here. She's just sleeping while standing up. She's like trying to maintain her body shape, but I guess she just really likes the fan of the computer, but good God. Just there. Sleeping. She's just over here just chilling out like, ayo. Alright, and then boom, and then bam. All right, cool. So we've gotten that one done there. We're down at the last like 3 designs, and we'll be good to go and squared away on that. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then go over here to Ventnor. Again, Ventnor just sounds like such like a literal place that you'd find in like a Dungeons and Dragons game. All right, then long port. And again, you are egregiously not centered. What the hell is this? What? Why? How are you not centered ever? All right, I need to scoot you over just ever slightly to try to keep you as close to centered as possible without being over the top. I think I can go a little wider on the stars here. All right, we'll do that like that. I don't know why. For some reason, the shape of the T is throwing me off so badly. Like, I could not explain it to you, like why that just looks wrong. But yet they are technically centered. I think it's just literally how the shape of the T is versus the shape of the L. So it makes it look like it has more space, even though it technically doesn't. I don't know. That's just like one of those throwing me off kind of visual problems. But it's fine. We're not even gonna worry about it. We're just gonna say, all right, cool. You know? Just gonna say, all right, cool. All right, and then we're gonna go long port right there, like, because I literally have like this minor project, and then I have to finalize my 2 other things because, yeah, that's gonna be a thing there. All right, let's see. So we're gonna hide that for now. All right, down to the last 2. I actually really like this design for some reason. I don't know why. Just do. All right, and then we're gonna go over here to long port again. So basically you work for a sticker company. Yes, I do, Britain. I work for a sticker company that is stationed in Colorado. And the nice thing about my job is that I can virtually work anywhere. I could go on a camping trip for a month and I could still bring a computer so long as I have access to the internet. I could basically work without any problem or negative side effects. So, which is quite nice. But yeah, I work for a company where we create, design, and print our own designs to gift shops across the United States, and then people order them, we ship them out, and yeah, that's more or less the gist. That's more or less the gist of how my my job works. And it's kind of, I will say, like, I've learned a lot. Like, I have learned an invaluable amount of work, of knowledge, especially in terms of like working with customers and people and, you know, making products. You know, learning how to make products is a very big thing for me. All right, and then last one for this guy is going to be wavy ship wheel. I keep dozing off. You're all good, man. It's early in the morning for me, so I've been kind of low-key dozing off myself because I'm just chilling today. And that's kind of how it goes, you know. Sometimes you just got to have those situations. Long port there, booyah. Long port here, hello. And then long port. Yeah, okay. We're kind of keeping it right there. Long port, New Jersey. Doesn't really need to get changed. Nothing's really touching or going crazy. The L's a little close for my comfort, so I'll do like 2 there. There, just to kind of give it a smidge more space. I don't know why. Don't know why. I didn't need to, but I definitely wanted to, so. All right, and then we're gonna go wavy ship wheel 23094, and then long port. Okay, so now we finalized that design, or these designs overall. We're gonna now go ahead and do this. Grab these 29 items, all good to go on the first try, thank God. Okay, so the biggest thing now is we gotta double check to make sure that it says 1898. Not 99, 98. And yeah, just gotta make sure I typed in the word long port, and over should be an open and shut order, which, oh, I could have probably modified that a little bit. Oh, god damn it, the J in New Jersey. Why is it so freaking tall, man? Like it's even everywhere else, but the J in New Jersey is too tall. Maybe I'll get lucky and they won't care. My supervisor might care if she finds that one, but that's so unfortunate, man. I don't know why some fonts, some letters are just so over the top when it comes to like the distinction between certain letters. Like the tail of the J, unnecessarily like super big, super lengthy, and just all over the place. And that's okay. Long port. What the hell? Did I mess up on this one? I might have, actually. Oh. It's a negligible amount, yes, but also like, yeah, it's a negligible amount, like just like literally like 1 point to the right. It's also the spacing underneath the Y that's throwing it off visually for me. But I think for the most part we got what we need there. Long part, Jersey. I can probably scoot you down one. Longport, New Jersey. Yes. Longport, Jersey. 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 Longport NJ with New Jersey shape on it. Okay, I think for the most part we got it. 98. Alright, I don't know why that was throwing me off so bad, but we got it. Okay, we finally completed that miniature project there. Had to confirm on that guy. Don't know why that took me an extra bit of time, but you know, we got it. That one was annoying for no reason. Okay, chat. We're now back to finally getting over at this freaking Texas stuff. So yeah. Texas stuff. So I need to go over here and we're gonna go to this guy. So I worked a little bit and tried to get a concept figured out and going for this dude. And we have the general gist in the making here for a design that could work. The biggest situation is, can I magically make this the same overall shape? But I think, well, I don't know. Let's see. Because I like the bridge here. I like the bridge concept within this. The problem is now is like, can I remove the bats without this being a brat? And unfortunately, the answer to that is hell no. So, all right. So we gotta do a couple things here. Number one, we gotta fix this damn thing. All right. So first, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna reattach the top of this bridge piece here and build. We're gonna reset the whole bridge. All right, and then next we're gonna zoom in for this part. All right, so firstly and foremostly, this guy is comedically not there. Yeah, comedically not the best circumstances. All right, let's do this real quick. Yeah, I don't know what is up with you, but my goodness gracious. Good God Almighty. Okay, let's do this here, because I'm concerned. All right, and then next is this. Okay, so now with this guy on top, we are gonna need to fix horribly the angle of this while also fixing that. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, I need to go back over here to the edge of this bridge piece because That is not nice. Yeah, I'm trying to make this thing halfway reasonable / decent, and it's not going too good. I'm literally out here like fixing it by the pixel, which is not, I don't know why. Sometimes like the shape tool is so dumb. Like sometimes the shape tool just has like no business being so inoperable. All right, what is up here? All right, let's. Would it be easier for me to just do a rectangle and then add black lines? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It would be easier just to do a black line situation. And then... Would I just do that? No. That feels not correct. I want to figure this out. I want to figure out like how I can make this like work. Maybe I just instead maybe delete the whole. I mean, kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know. I'm looking at this like whole thing, and I'm just really trying to think, like, okay, how do I make you visually make sense? Because I feel like I need to re-grab the original design here. So let me grab Midnight Bats again. Let's go ahead and just slot that down there. Okay, let me grab my original reference point here. So we gotta incorporate some stuff here. So I'm gonna get rid of you. Gonna leave you right there. And then we're just gonna get rid of all these unnecessary extra pieces here. So we've got the bat. Okay, so now again, if I were to do a thing, I could just I could grab this and slap it on. Would it make enough sense for me to just nuke the bats? Because like in a perfect world, I'd want to have the 3 bats there and then have the bridge below, because like that in my brain would make it visually better enough. It would make it visually enough to be like, okay, I can make that work. But then the issue comes down to where the freaking the gosh darn background is missing for like half the design, and that's not very helpful for my needs and wants here, which is not the best circumstances to deal with. Because like this part, sure, I can make the sky make sense overall. However, it comes down to where this thing is just not. They want this stuff to look a certain way, but it's not gonna look this way because I can't. Like I just don't I don't know like how I'm supposed to make this effect pop out again, you know? And that's the part that's throwing me off so bad about this. Because like the way that these clouds are, or quote unquote clouds, the way that these things are, it's a little difficult for me to visualize how I'm supposed to make this work. All right, what if I do path offset, and then we're gonna go down by like 2 points here, and then boom in the back, and then we turn this thing black. Again, it just comes down to just like where like it's me trying to solve a really annoying puzzle, and I don't like the puzzle pieces right now. What's up, Julius? Good to see you. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the stream. Oh, but I don't know what to do here. Like, in a world where I would want to use it, I'd rather use this. Because at least here the clouds are a little bit more complete and such, but let me try something here. Let's see if we can make this work a little bit better, a little bit nicer. Okay, so we've got, well, the fidelity made it work, but also it didn't. Because if I do low fidelity, then it's gonna show me like the really weird breaks in the color, and I don't want that. Yeah, it's gonna do that to me, and I might have to just draw the clouds. I might have to just draw in the clouds and try to do it in by hand, which is not the worst thing, but I'd rather not. Especially considering what I gotta do here. Okay, let's do, nope, that's not what I want to do. Did not want to do that at all. All right, we're gonna do a high fidelity here to kind of try to aim it for a better break apart here. Because like if the background and the bats were separated, this would have been a whole different story. But because the background and the bats are one and the same, hashtag AI drawings, we're gonna have a harder time making this function how we want it to be. So oh, biscuits and gravy. Okay, let's see. Can I do select same fill? It gets rid of some things, but not everything, I guess. Goddamn. Oh, Lord. That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, I might have to be a bit inventive here. Which, I mean, I can be inventive. I just don't wanna. Straight up, I just don't want to be inventive at this moment in time. Just fine. I just gotta. Let me see. Let me do the semi-tedious part here, which is getting rid of all these like unnormally blah. It kind of looks like AI now that I take a look. Oh yeah, no, Julius, this unfortunately is an AI drawing. This is unfortunately an AI drawing. This is an asset provided to me by our customers, so I had to so this is an unfortunate thing I have to work on. Why? Because unfortunately, as an editor, I don't get to choose what designs I work on. This is not, it's unfortunately an issue of I don't get to choose my designs. So Gotta take the L's when you can, I guess, you know? I still got, well, it is AI. The biggest thing is I have to try to my best to hopefully incorporate some kind of like personal human touch to it. So it's gonna be a bit of a run around here. So yeah, but that's the way the news goes, you know. That's the way the news goes. All right, gonna grab this. What's up, dear kid? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hoping a good time and a good day. Thanks for being here tonight. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, overall we're doing pretty good. We're trying to be somewhat productive. We're trying to, we're working on a project that's been about a month into taking here today. We're currently doing an edit on a design based on customer request. So I am working with what I gotta work on, you know? Gonna try to see about drawing and designing something here by scratch, which is not the best thing, but I'll make it work, you know? All the unsatisfying bits. Yeah. But what can you do? Okay. Well, we got rid of all the nasty bits and bobs there. So what I want to kind of do here now is we're going to grab this, group that, and we're going to try to see about getting this all situated. All right, put that there. I'm trying to like get the shape as close to the original as possible because I like how this is in terms of like the color, the visual look there. The biggest thing is I just gotta, I'm gonna be redrawing a lot of this. So we already have the bats done. So now we got that going on. Okay, we're gonna now human draw this rendition given to us by the clients, and we're gonna attemptively we're gonna do everything that we can here to try to make this thing happen. So it's gonna be a little bit of an adventure, but we're gonna try it out. So yeah, so first we're gonna grab this guy. Human. The power of humans! The human drawing! I mean, I've got an entire week to finish this, so like, and I'm not gonna get it done anyway tonight, so like, my goal is just to get process on it. My goal is to get some progress on it. So, alright, so first off, let's go ahead and compound release that. Boom, grab this. And we'll go ahead and make it black. Okay, so first I'm gonna grab the moon and all the stars in here first because those are nice. All right, we're gonna group that. Okay, let's make a new layer. And then we'll just call you the star layer. Before he edited like AI thingy, now he does it like human edition. Yeah, well, it's because like the thing that I'm doing here just requires a human touch, and yeah, gotta try my best to make this thing happen here. And all right, because then it looks fake. Yeah, this is gonna be an absolute cluster of stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, here is, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. All right, so I do say this. I will say that I do enjoy the look of this bridge. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and new layer bridge. And here's what we're gonna do. First off, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna trace the general shape of the bridge here. Now, this is gonna take a little bit of elbow grease just because it's a really unfortunate situation here, but we can make it work. It's like eating an elephant, man. One bite at a time, one bite at a time. Gotta try my best here to make this happen. Okay, cool. All right, so then next is we're gonna turn that into black as black can be. It's gonna take a little bit of some feng shui in, but we'll make it work. All right, let's make you really quick orange. I thought I said orange, but okay. You know what? For right now, I think I'll make it a more vibrant color that I can actually see out of, like yellow for now. I hate that I just chose yellow unironically, but you know what? That's how it goes. I don't know, like the hard thing about like this particular project right now is, yes, I can make it look better, but there's so many problems. There's not really a good way to make that pop in. I don't like it. Like, where do I even incorporate the bridge? Can you later change it if you don't like it, right? Oh yeah, I can change it. The biggest thing is though, it's just that, like, I'm having a struggle bus trying to make it look nicer. So yeah, it's one of those just unfortunate circumstances that I'm just gonna have to really focus on getting through that blip and blob there, you know? So I don't like it. I'm gonna get snack, be gone for a little. You're all good, Julius. Do your thing. We'll be here complaining a bit and fighting everything. So gonna try my best here not to cry about it. Okay. Well, I mean, again, it's not like the worst idea here, but again, I don't like it that much. I might have to change up the background a little bit to kind of make this a bit better suited. Let's see. Yeah, because the issue here is like, yeah, that one is the better one at the end of the day. All right, let's erase you again. I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure out how the heck I'm supposed to make this look okay. And without like outright changing up the entirety of the design, because it wouldn't make sense just to throw in the bridge. It wouldn't make sense to be like, oh hey look, we have a new nifty, just slapping this thing on here. Because again, that would just throw me off really badly. So let me see here. Like if I did something like this. Ooh. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Is there something maybe there? Hold up. Kind of like bursting through the clouds kind of deal. A little bit. Like, there's a lot of Cocomelon bros, unfortunately, so it's kind of hard to say who you're talking about. I think I got like 20 plus people who are all self-proclaimed Cocomelon bros. Like my brother, he's watching at full volume. Well, you know, steal his candy, tell him he's a bastard, and yeah. All right. I feel like do it like this. I don't. This design just does not work with what they're asking for. Add Congress Avenue Bridge in background. Congress Avenue Bridge. And again, we can definitely like throw around a little bit of stuff there, but like, I don't like it. Why am I tired? I haven't done anything today. Probably why I'm tired, but damn it. I need to like go to the gym today and just power up my body just like to undo my stretching. Probably 'cause it's Thursday. Honestly though, mood. Like, this is just gonna be the longest week of my life, man. This is gonna be the longest week of my life. I gotta do so much stuff. I don't even know. Okay. So they want the bridge in the background, which again, I can 100% do. Also, did I not just recently make a rendition of the bridge that was a little bit cleaner? Yeah, I think you got it in there. You got the embroidery in there. You might. What is that flag? The Bermuda flag? Oh. You know, I never noticed the flying. Huh. I always forget that the Bermuda flag has that weird derpy lion. Okay. Oh, biscuits. Okay. So again, we're gonna try to do ourselves a fix here. If I do it like that, but then that's gonna do that. And if I move this, that's gonna do that. Okay. Let's shrink down we'll shrink it down over here, and then Ayah. Okay. All right, chat. Give me one quick thing to do something IRL real fast. I'll be right back. So, of course, BRB. All right, guys, we're back in action. Sorry about the wait there. Hello, hello. Oh my god, chat. I am like actually freaking physically tired tonight. Oh my god. I had like the worst. It was like a weird night sleeping, chat. Like last night, it was so unbearably windy yesterday. Like it was ridiculous. Like the wind was howling, like howling. My gosh darn. My gosh darn fireplace, man. My fireplace was just non-stop squeaking the entire night. I don't even know like what to think about it. Like it was just so insane. Like I'm over just like, trying to chill out, and it's like all night. I'm like, bruh, there's no shot. Like I was crying physically almost in my sleep because like I just wanted to sleep, but I wasn't allowed. And I'm like, all right, that's gonna be awesome. But you know what? That's the way the news goes sometimes. So you get those really bad sleep nights where everything wants to be the squeakiest thing in the world. All right, well. Okay, so the best thing I can do right now, like this on the left here, I'm okay with. Live with that. Overall, not bad. However, the right side over here, this kind of falls off rather heavily. So I think I'm gonna delete these. I'll delete this. And we're gonna try to see if we can't okay. So let's, I don't want to do this. I'm trying to feel like how I want to like make this go, because the biggest situation here is that I need a way to make this all visibly make sense in my brain. All right, so then we're gonna go baboomba. Hiya. So, you know, actually, what I should do is instead of whatever the hell that was, we're just gonna go boom, bam, because it'll be easier for me to, at the very least, do like this, because I'm trying to get like the angle of the perspective. I'm trying to get the perspective right, and that's not going too great. That's not going too hot, Chief. Maybe I do just like delete the entire thing and just make a rectangle. Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do. All right, we're gonna delete the whole thing here, and we're gonna make a bunch of rectangles. Okay, there. That way, at least everything is like moderately okay. So then we'll go up 2 pixels that way, and then 1, 2. Okay. So that works to an extent. Now, why is there a thing in the back of my ear? Wabada. Are you thinking about having a face reveal? Julius, fun fact, I've already revealed my face multiple times. Just look on my older shorts and even some of my older videos and you'll see my face. You just gotta look. You just gotta look at my content and you'll find my face. Believe it or not. It's that easy. Obviously, it's gonna be my older content, but my face does exist. All right. And then supposedly I can do it like so. And it's exactly what I feared. And it's going to be a, this is going to be a shenanigans. Oh, joy. You probably look different now. To an extent, yeah. But you can kind of get the overall appearance from my older content. Also, the quality that I produce is a lot different now. I could probably do a face reveal and still have an okay camera quality, but how the hell did I do this wrong? How did I do this so wrong? Jesus. All right, let's try this a different way. So we're gonna go here to there, and now we're just gonna go all the way along to here. Oh my god. Huh. So it's more the fact that oh, you know what it is? I forgot. Yep, I completely forgot that I actually did curve the top of this guy. That's why that was throwing me off so badly. I'm like, why is this not proper? It's because, believe it or not, it's because I am silly. Okay. All right, I think that's gonna do us better. Why is that not giving me nice things? Why don't you use Facecam anymore? Well, I got a couple reasons for that. Number one, it kind of boils down to just me not enjoying the look of myself on a camera. And also, the nice thing about being a VTuber is that I don't have to be as self-conscious about my appearance on a given day. It's nice just being allowed to just, you know, stream and not have to be worrying about, does my hair look okay? Do I look like do I look homeless? Do I need to shave? You know? Because it's not like I'm bad at personal hygiene by any means. Like, I'm very okay with it. I just don't like how I personally look when it comes to that situation or necessity. Okay. All right. So we've gotten the bridge as needed. So I'm thinking we remove remove this, and then you go ahead and there. Yeah, firstly and foremostly, we're gonna get all this stuff. We're gonna fill up the space here of the night sky, and then this and this need to be converted into full shapes. I don't know why I did that, but okay. All right, so yeah, we've got it kind of looking like right there. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Okay, so what needs to happen now is I need to grab everything along the edges here. And we're gonna attemptively incorporate some degree of a thing here. Okay, copy, boom. We're gonna make you all one big shape, and then we're gonna throw in a nice black stroke here. All right, and then I think we're just gonna make both the sides here black, and we're just gonna make it thicker so that way it kind of borders off better. And then yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so that kind of helps with the border problem I was gonna have earlier. So then okay, so now gonna need to do a thingy-mabob here again. So if I were to go into here, for example, I'm trying to like make that look like a little bit like that, a little bit, kind of push it through. Let's see if I can't. Could I just do this and just say ta-da? Okay, so for the most part, yes. And then next is we're gonna redraw the little other side bits of the thing here. Make it gold. Then throw it in the back. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Oh, I see what happened here. I'm like, what? Sometimes Adobe's tools are silly. They like to give you every reason to hate them. Adobe just likes to make tools that are annoying. You have to chat about, well, Brandon, get your own personal stuff done, get some chores done, you know? Find a way to get yourself all caught up on a Thursday, because I'm currently mostly spending today to try to get ahead of my own personal necessities. So, yeah. All right, and then we're gonna go boom, bam, over here, over there, shaboom. All right, and then God, that looks absolutely horrendous. That looks horrendous. Okay. Let's do circle. Yeah, I think we'll do it like this. We'll do circle. Circle, circle, boom, 8. And then right there, give or take. Yeah, that should do it. That should convey the what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, this is gonna be a huge by hand kind of project. I think she meant along the edge. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a different way. Okay, so we managed to kind of get that working up as needed. So if I can just figure out how the hell I need this all to look, because as of right this moment, we have not a lot to work. This is gonna be a weird, like I said, this is gonna be a really weird stream day for me, because like today is gonna be such a today's gonna be such like a slower energy kind of problem that I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. Actually, you like munch on ice? I don't mind. I can't really munch on ice. I have too sensitive teeth. Yeah, he'll be traveling, so gonna just say hold off until maybe I don't even worry about that. Yeah, I think we'll treat it as such. Okay, so all right, so what we're gonna need to do here is we're gonna need to work on the perspective here for all these guys. So we're gonna do that there, boom, and then okay, so if I can go boom to shadoom. I just need to grab the line. Oh my god, the line. Okay, so that's about my perspective and angle I need to do there. So okay, so now just gotta make this and this match to an extent. Although I don't like how thin it is. Yeah, this one's gonna need a little bit more of an elbow grease run, which not the biggest fan of doing that, but we'll make it work, I guess. I mean, I literally have nothing else to do. So this is one of those days where it's like, okay, well, we have the gist of what we gotta get done tonight, but we're gonna try our best here. So then boom. And then nope. I don't know why that's even an option with the pen tool, where it just like swooshes itself to the other connection. Like I'm literally not even connecting the dots. And it's just like, nope, here we are. All right, and then boom, bam. Slight huzzah. All right, so that will work out just fine, I'm thinking. So then boom, then that takes care of that angle and archway. So if I can, I would like, well, I don't know if I can really technically keep them the same height or same style, because by definition, these things are all going to be thinner and thinner the farther you get away, because, you know, visual perspective changes. Now, yeah, that ain't gonna fly. So we're gonna put that there. Boom, hiya. All right, and do I technically just do like a giant line? Let's see. How horrible is this gonna look? Honestly, yeah, that you don't understand. You know, honestly, mood and fair, because you know, you guys are not gonna know everything I'm talking about, and you know, that's fine. That is a-okay. All right, so now we're gonna do this. Those will all be about what I'm thinking of here. So we can go right there, followed by that last one right here. Are you evenly spaced? Probably not. You're probably not evenly spaced, which is kind of a little bit on the oof side, but we're gonna figure it out one way or another. Wait, how? What? Weird. I don't know why you're like this, but apparently you're gonna give me some sass tonight. All right. So for the most part, I mean, it's more or less where I need it to be in terms of like just general physical look. Just gotta do a lot of adjusting and reworking the shapes here. Can I draw you a maid outfit for no reason? I mean, yeah, if you want, Julius, have at it. And if you ever need referencing, there is a reference sheet available on our YouTube, so you are welcome to do that. Nico, there's a thing called art language where two artists meet and start speaking art. You know what's kind of funny? A lot of times, like when you do like run into another fellow artist, like 9 times out of 10, any form of like art conversation is either talking smack about past clients, or it's talking about like, you know, the funny haha, this one time a client did this kind of thing, you know? It's not usually ever like, oh man, don't you love how Renaissance era art is always so beautiful and blah blah blah. Like that's my experience with like talking to fellow artists about art, is that we just talk about the woes that we have of being a commission artist. it's quite interesting actually. Sometimes like how much we talk smack about our clients and all that. I still live in my mom's house. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? It's not like you're expected to be like, I don't know. I feel like we need to like normalize the ability of living with family for however long we happen to live with them. Cause like, you know, it's not economic. It's not a political situation. Like, I think you should be allowed to live with your family so long as your family wants you there, you know? I'm in the basement. I mean, I lived in my mom's basement all the entirety of high school, but that's also just because my house was. Black Star? Sure can. That's funny. But alright, let me get if I can get a vector of a Christmas star real fast here. Apparently I need to make a sticker for a Christmas tree for my office real fast. So just gonna see if I can find a quick little simple Christmas tree star. Nothing too over the top, but something a little fun, I guess. All right, there we go. All right, image trace, fidelity. Let's see if I can make the fidelity nice and beautiful. Just so you know, this channel is not family friendly. Oh yeah, honestly, I've never claimed my channel is family friendly, but it's also not, like, it's weird. Like my channel is in that really weird area, right? It's not family friendly because I do swear, but also it's not 18 plus because I don't do 18 plus content, you know? So like, in a way, I don't really know how to describe the stylings of this channel sometimes. All right, we're gonna do offset the path. All right, put that there, and then, all right, and then we're gonna do the width at 6 inches, and then grab that right there. Let me grab I need to grab a thing here. There we go. Oh dear God Almighty. All right, copy this, paste, Pathfinder, and then we're gonna go compound release one shape. There we go. Don't know why that was like that. My goodness. All right, offset the path, and about like right there, I'd say. Put that there for us, and then let's go ahead and do one more little thing for bleed, and then you know what I should totally do? I feel like a nice some good classic contrast there. All right. How long does this usually take you to do edit or something for one client? Julius, unfortunately, it depends entirely on like what the edit is. I've had edits take me as long as an hour, and I've had edits take me as long as like 4 days. So it depends entirely how that goes. Oh my God. Oh, damn it. And then there, what is the distance on this thing? What's the size of you? 6.1. Okay, let's reduce it down to like 6.15. And then 6. All right, path, offset. No. Actually, no, I should definitely reduce this thing a bit. All right, let's go here real fast. Put that back down real fast. Okay, I need to reduce, offset the path, opposite direction. There, delete that. And then we're gonna make this thing here 6 inches on the nose. Great, beautiful. And then nope, God. 4 points. All right, there we go. That will do me just fine. Okay, there. A 6-inch star on the thing. 6 inches by 5.6. Okay, cool. Awesome. I had to take the minute there. All right, and then Xmas star, EPS. What are you asking, Brandon? I don't understand the question. Anika, you're like, I don't know, 30? No, I'm 29, Britton. I am 29 years old. What happened to Iceburn? Ian, Iceburn just took a break from the internet. So. All right. Oh. Whew. All right, we're good now. All right, we're gonna let that one kind of cook for a little bit, and that one's done. I mean, it's a little Christmas tree. Can't imagine it needs to be any more complex than that. All right, now I do need to go ahead and I need to adjust. I need to get this adjusted and fixed. So we're gonna leave that alone as is. All right. God, it's already 11 o'clock for me. Jesus. I feel like I've we're just chilling today, folks. And you know what? That's okay. Yeah, chat, I'll tell you guys what, I wasn't as productive this month as I wanted to be, but I'm thankful that we got something going along. I need to get back to posting. I need to get back to posting shorts more frequently. So I do have like a week worth of shorts. Well, all the way until Sunday. I have shorts posted until Sunday for scheduling purposes. I need to spend a few hours tonight just going through my shorts and being like, okay, publish that, publish that, publish that. Got a lot of things I gotta publish. I'm looking back at like my months prior to chat, and I had a pretty damn good consistent November. November was awesome. November was huge, and then I took like a week-long break last week, and yeah, November. Yeah, I've got content scheduled all the way up till next Monday, but I have a lot of content that I can totally make. I have a lot of shorts, but I want to make more like short form videos. I want to make more short form videos. All right, anywho. You have like 10 assignments? Crazy. That's crazy. All right, and we're gonna go over to here. Okay, so here's what I gotta do now. So now I gotta do this. So first, we're gonna go a little, well, let's see. We're gonna go more towards the orange. And then we're just gonna make it darker as it gets farther along, because no. Yes? No. It gets, is the rule, I forgot what the perspective rule is it gets darker the farther along? No, it's the other way around. It gets lighter the farther away it is, because it fizzles out, technically. All right. Is it? Why am I having a dark perspective issue? Because like, yeah, because it gets darker the closer something is in terms of a silhouette to you. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why that was so rough for me, but we got it. All right, we've got those little tiny dude bros. Oh wait, no, that's why I never did finish this section because I didn't have time to finish it. Ba-boomba. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. This was my original black spot here. The thing is, I'm in a program that I need to keep my grades above an 8. One of those like you're in like an AP, like you're like in the AP testing groups. Good for you though. I could never be in those groups. I was a D and C student all the way through high school and a beginning of college. I got better at grades in college because I didn't have an overbearing situation. It was good. No, it's a program that I can go to college for free. Nice. All the teachers and professors over here saying, ah, yes, teacher spawn here. Become educated for cheap per. All right, we're gonna grab some more stars over here. Try to okay, so kinda, more or less, it's a UK thing. That's fair. Good old UK doing UK stuff. Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this right now. Who's your favorite fan out of the people who are here in the stream? You know, everyone is about the same in terms of my favoritisms. You know, I don't typically do bigger, like I don't typically rate fans just because I don't want people to think that I have favoritisms. I've been summoned. What's up, Lara? Good to see you. Welcome in. Uncle Nico. God, I swear to God, like, if I ever get into the ability to have my next model, Lara, like, I'm literally gonna become full uncle. I am gonna become full uncle, and it's gonna be wonderful. Yes, who's back? Welcome back, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for being in the stream. You'd make a great uncle. I mean, I am already technically an uncle. I am already by all means an uncle, so. All right, and then we're gonna add in a nice little, whoa. What the hell? There's a 10-page paper I have to do. You know what I did, Ian, to get through that situation? I used text-to-speech. That way I could verbalize my paper faster. That was honestly the only way I could get through most of my papers. So I had to always verbalize my papers, because like I could speak, because like I can ramble on and make, I can do a 10-page paper right now if I have text-to-speech turned on. Because like to me, chat, like that's the, I think you're actually trying to get views, but there's some AI sleeping stream getting 1K views. Well, you know, the biggest thing is it ain't about the views sometimes, you know? It ain't always about the views. And plus, at the end of the day, it's a temporary thing, you know? It's a temporary shtick. They can have all the views they want, but at the end of the day, if they can't even make their own content, then that's how it goes, you know? My Arabic final exam is in 4 days, and I'm using 1 day to rest because I know for a fact I'm gonna study so bad my brains will disintegrate. You know, honestly though, fair. I mean, it's good that you're at least giving yourself some to overstudy, and everything that they tried to learn just goes to mush. And then it's like all that hard effort and work to like memorize and study stuff just doesn't happen. So yeah, giving yourself a good break is a good strat. And I would highly recommend taking as much time as you can to, you know, focus up and just, you know, let things go about. And also I think it's important to remember too, folks, is that like in the off chance that you ever have like a really bad grade and you're just not loving it anymore, try to remember, folks, that, you know, your grades will not dictate your future in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, good grades are good, but like you guys can have not the most amazing grades and still get to most things you need in life, you know? And especially if like you're young, like in your teens, your grades are not going to impact you that badly. You know? Like, unless like you're in China and you're trying to like apply to a high school, which is still so insane to me, you'll be fine. You will be fine. All right. Maybe I do. There we go. Nice little bit of a thing there. What's up, Nap? Good to see you. Welcome in. Nika, my dad wants me to draw another eagle. I said I'll do it later because I ain't no way I'm having that experience again. Yes, nothing like drawing the leaves. The leaf feathers. Make and plan and do. I gotta get back into the groove of it all again. My extended break that I gave myself kind of messed up my algorithm a little bit, so I have to kind of I gotta show YouTube that I'm still here making content, so I gotta get back to posting videos like 1 or 2 times a day. Why is it? There's no way it still says I'm on. Oh, god damn it. Why? I changed you, you punk. That's so bad. I was not even on Silksong, bruh. It's fine. We've just been accidentally streaming up for Silksong streams this whole time, which is a little annoying, but I thought I fixed that, honestly, but that is silly. This wasn't Silksong? Nope. Good old not Silksong. My life is a lie. Yeah. Gotta figure this thing out. Flying through the portal and all that garbage. And then I also gotta do this real quick here too. Nico, you wake up from a nap and find out it's 2002. You somehow went back in time. What do I do? Oh my god, 2002? Let's see. Where was I in 2002? Okay, wait. Naps, am I like reversing in time and I'm back to being 6? I think I was 6 in 2002. Yeah, 6 or 5. So like, am I... So am I going back in time of that age, or am I waking up as I am now? I am me now. Oh god. If I went back in time as I am now to the era of 2002, I would... Fuck. Well, I wouldn't have any money. I would probably, invest. I would open up as many investment accounts as possible. If you see yourself, a time paradox will happen and you both explode. Well, the good thing is I've only ever been in Florida, or I've ever been in Colorado, so I'm pretty safe up until like 2016 when I start traveling more. Laura, I think you did pretty good for a blind attempt at an eagle, you know? I could tell it was an eagle, so I think you did great. But yeah, if I went back in time to 2002, I would open up a lot of investment accounts. I would... Yeah, I would do a lot of things. I would do a lot of things. I probably would also... I would probably work to buy a house up until 2006. Like, I would try really hard to get a house so that way before the era of 2006. And then what I would do is I would mail myself a deed and a key to said house in my name, so that way when the future me or when past me gets to this particular point, it's like, hey, you want a house? Here, bro, got you. That's what I do. Xbox from Taco Bell. I mean, I know that promotion existed. Pretty cool though. Turntable mini. All right, let me see here. Record player mini. How big did I make it? All right. What are we doing now? Right now, we're currently in the process of working on like 3 things at once. Making this for a Christmas star for my office. And then I need to do some resizing on some other designs, because apparently everything is gonna be wild. All right, how big did I make you to begin with? Let's see, I did... Oh, it's the width. Wow, I really did make that humongous. Christ on a stick. All right, wowza. All right, let's fix that up. And really? No way. Oh, that's why. Because go away. 2.7. So let's do 2.3. Yeah, 2.1 will be fine. All right, let's give that a go again, and we'll see how that feels. Turntable mini. You don't know Kanye? I don't like Kanye's music type, unfortunately. It's not my jam. Kanye's not my jam. Let's see. Because this was like 2.1 by, what was the number here again? Unfollowed, unsubscribed, reported for terrorism. Crazy. I feel like, didn't Kanye like do a thing where he like had a whole bit for a while? Okay. I did like how this one came out. He just didn't have his pills, bruh. The man went psychopathic all because he didn't have his Ritalin. Dude, Ritalin. I stretched so huge. All right, let's see here. Do you know Pears? If that's another YouTuber, no. Also, guys, by the way, I have like next to no YouTuber knowledge. Like, I don't watch random people. Like, unless like they're huge dudes, I will have never have heard of them or even had them on my radar. Like, the only YouTubers I know, chat, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, freaking Vanoss Gaming, and basically that. So yeah, I will almost 99.999 times out of 10 will never know what other YouTubers you are referencing. Vanoss fell off. Yeah, he did kind of fall off. Like, him and the Vanoss crew more or less kind of fell off and kind of fizzled out. Like, they had their era. They definitely had their era of content creation, and I'm sure the man made millions with all the crap that he did. Hello? How the hell? What? Why am I getting an email from her? I randomly get a game key from a stream friend that just literally has no... I don't like that. That's a little sus for me. I don't like that at all. I've gotten 2 Steam keys recently, chat. I've gotten 2 sets of Steam keys from people, because like I have been trying to like I've been trying to get more content that's not from like giant things. I've also been thinking about playing a different game this weekend, chat. On a website that I recently got beta access for, I can actually get paid for making content on certain games. And one game that I saw is a game known as Core Keeper, and I like it a lot. So I'm hoping to make some ideas here. Expires in 4 days. Your stream is sort of stuttering? Is it? What the hell? Just having a stroke, which really sucks. Because there shouldn't be anything stopping me. Yeah, someone had mentioned it earlier, unfortunately. Shenanigans, man. Shenanigans. Yeah, hopefully it fixes itself. If it doesn't fix itself soon, chat, then I might have to vibe and I might have to do a different thing, because I feel like my YouTube always like has like a stutter moment where it just, cause like my stream health says like it's fine. It could also just be internet. Good. Yeah, chat, today is definitely a funky day. Graduation was 15 years ago. I'm a corpse. Graduation? Oh, God. I don't even remember when I graduated. Christ. Let's see. So I graduated high school 10 years ago? Yes. No. 10 and 11 years ago is when I graduated high school. My God. That is crazy. That's terrifying to think about, chat. 10 years, 10, 11 years ago is when I graduated high school. And then 5 years ago is when I graduated college. That's disgusting. Y'all in fetus gang or something. Ain't that something, you know? Ain't that something. Sometimes I get like, it's so like weird seeing just how much the world, how much like time just passes by, man. Because like guys, like I think back every so often and I think to myself like, oh my God, like chat, 5 years ago was COVID. 5 years ago was COVID. And you know what, I look back into it, chat, and COVID was such a wild time to transition from living under a parent's basement to going from a first time independent adult. Like, I think back about it, chat, and it's damn. When I got spring locked in a table before my leg got stuck. Spring locked? Like your leg was locked into a thing? Easy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have a day. A day. All right. Anyway, so looking at my current thing here. So we have the bats. I feel like the gold is low-key a better option to have here. Laura, unfortunately, it's against TOS to say your age if you're below 16. Please refrain. Nico lets me. No, my rule with age is always a matter of like, be mindful of like, you know, saying your age. We ask you if you're a minor to try your best not to say it. Like, saying your age on a stream is not gonna like change anything, you know? Like, people might make fun of you, but it's a safety thing, because, you know, the last thing I want you guys to do is to get harassed by some Jeffrey Dahmer looking ass dude and it becomes a problem, you know? The creep gang will DM you. I mean, honestly, you'd be surprised, guys. Like, there are people out there that's like, oh my God, you're X years old. You play Roblox, right? Add me. And then it's like, add me. It's like, oh my God, you're not a child. You are literally, you are someone's uncle grandpa. And I don't like how you're just here. If they make fun of me, I'm making fun of them because they're 4 by billion hairline. You know, insulting an adult's hairline is definitely a way to go, you know? I've got my receding hairline just because I'm taking care of my animals and my wife, you know? Absolutely egregious. Absolutely egregious, I'll tell you what. You know? You know what I mean? If someone who DMs you, hit him with the, that's my purse. I don't know you. Kick him in the nuts. You kick him in the virtual nuts and then you run away and you DM them and report them and watch them lose access to everything. You know what's kind of crazy? I've had so many like crazy things happen this year. Like I think like one of the scariest moments I've had this year was when I actually got completely account compromised. I got hit with a virus at one point with my computer chat that caused me to basically I had to factory reset my entire PC in fear of losing everything. And I actually had an anxiety attack for an entire day and a half. And the crazy thing is you know, I wasn't prepared for it. But what I'm really thankful for, Chad, is like the guy who tried to hack me was like some Indian call center 12-year-old guy who couldn't even type English languages properly. And they got all of my information. But what's really funny is they gave me enough time between his attempted hack for me to quickly change my passwords to all my personal and proper information. And I ended up saving all of my account. I lost nothing, but I had to reset my entire PC. That was definitely the more undesired problem that I had. It kind of sucked. Not gonna lie to you, it kind of sucked having that whole thing go about. Was not a good time. But I know how to deal with hacking. And also, you know what's kind of funny, chat? Data can be replaced. They're like, oh, I can delete your Twitch account. Okay. I can email them back. Oh, I'm gonna delete your YouTube. I can email them back. Like, people don't realize that technology is so easily replaced nowadays that, like, you know, yeah, I lose my YouTube channel. Okay. My YouTube channel's small. All I gotta do is just go live again, or I tell y'all in the Discord, hey, my account got hacked. I'm back. I actually had to do a lot of oh shit moments to prevent my Discord from being deleted though. That part scared me, getting my Discord deleted. Because, yeah. Definitely would have been a rough night if that would have gone unimpeded, unchallenged. I feel like I need to make this black bar that I have just a bit thicker. Maybe not that thick. I formatted my SSD because I got hit with a rootkit off some shady piracy website. Pirated gets pirated. Scammer gets scammed. Well, I'm glad you managed. It's like, that's the one thing. It's like, yes, you just gotta know. You gotta know like your options and your steps to avoid total loss of a set of assets. Because asset loss is the scariest thing, especially if you're a content creator, because like I have a lot of things on personal hard drives, but also like I have so much stuff. I had to reinstall Windows and all. Ooh. Yeah, I had to buy Windows because I didn't have my key for Windows, but I also had Windows 10. I'm out on Windows 11 now. But yeah, I had so much fear that entire like 2 or 3 days. Most of my stuff was on another drive, so it's okay. Nice. Yeah, for me, I was mostly afraid because like I was afraid because of just I've never had a complete total compromise before, where it's like, oh, here is your email, here is your password, here is the password to this website, to that website, and I'm like, oh no. And the guy was like 500 USD, and the whole time I'm over here like password change, password change, password change, password change. Like they gave me a solid 10 minutes to change every password to all of my important documents. And honestly, like, it was the dumbest hacker possible. Like, that would have been the one and only time I would have ever used like horrible like guttural garbage language. Like, I would have named them every possible insult in the book, both good and publicly horrible, just to say ha ha ha, kiss my ass. But you know, that's in the past, and you know what, we are fine and we are good. I'm very thankful we got through that, actually. Very thankful we got through that. All right, so chat, we've got this thing going on, and then I have, well, I can't really do anything about this thing. Oh yeah, I got DM'd a link once from a friend on Steam. Turns out they were compromised and they had hackers stole my account for a good day before I figured out a way to reset my password. Nice, thank you to 2FA. Yep, I got 2FA, I've got emails, I'm very good about doing that myself nowadays. All right, Pennybark Bridge. Oh, I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna make this bridge silhouette come out fine and all that garbage. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out later. Also, Lara, what you got going on? Also, guys, by the way, I just want to do a quick little announcement that there will not be a night stream today. I will be doing my usual weekend, my usual Thursday, Friday tradition of side hustle day. So my art streams are the only thing we're gonna be looking forward to. I'm also gonna try to do some off-camera work to try to get as much of my content published and organized, because I need to get back into doing at least 2 to 3 publish or posts a day. So remember when I told you about my baby brother when he was just 2 weeks old? Now he's 5 months old and literally just said his first word. Nice. I fell for every type of scam. I am now immune. There you go. I don't get scammed that often because I don't really pay attention to my emails enough to get scammed. So. All right. So looking at my project list, chat, and looking at my to-do list here today. Looking at my big old to-do list, I am going to try to see about I'm gonna try to see about doing a bunch of things on camera, off camera today, but if nothing else though, we're gonna vibe. You know? We're gonna vibe it out and have a great rest of our day. So guys, again, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for the last morning stream of the week. And then Saturday, chat, is of course gonna be Super Stream Saturday. I am very big on a lot of big content. We're gonna do Silksong. We might do I'm gonna do some dispatch recordings this weekend, and my editor is gonna hopefully help make some really cool videos this week. So it's gonna be awesome. So again, guys, be awesome, be amazing, be well. I get you guys all on the upcoming future streams. But again, though, and as always and forever, adios. Sayonara and goodbye.